Hi everyone, I'm going to tell you the story of the series The 100. This story started 97 years after a devastating nuclear apocalypse that almost wipes out all the life on Earth. The only survivors now live in a space station called the Ark. There were three generations that have been born in the space station, bringing the population of the Ark beyond this carrying capacity. So the space people decided to send 100 detained peoples to the Earth to see if the Earth was habitable. When they arrived at the Earth, they found that they weren't the only survivors. There were people that they call the grounders that survived the apocalypse on the ground, and there also were some other survivors that lived in a bunker called Mount Weather. The air was so radioactive, so the only people that can live on the ground was the grounders and the Ark people. The people of Mount Weather can only survive in the bunker by using the grounders' blood as a type of cure to the radioactive. That was because the people on the space and the grounders people were stronger against radiation. Clark and Bellamy, two persons that arrived at the Earth with the 100s, started communicating with the grounders people, but they were hostile. So Clark and Bellamy helped them to destroy Mount Weather to make a kind of peace with them, so the Earth people can return to the Earth. After some wars between Mount Weather and the 100, Clark destroyed all Mount Weather by using the radiations against Mount Weather people. Then the people of the Earth can return to the Earth. But when they arrived, there was another problem. The grounders, between the grounders, some peoples were controlled by an AI called Alice. This AI was made by a scientist after the apocalypse. She also created a new type of blood that is called the dark blood. All of that was made so the people who survive on the ground can survive the radiation. Then Clark met the queen of the grounders and established a peace with them. But the AI was against the Ark people because they were kind of more civilized. Then some wars between the grounders and the space people, between the AI and them to control the Earth. Clark faces the AI and destroy it with the help of the Queen. But Clark had to transfer her own blood to dark blood. After defeating the AI and the death of the Queen, a new nuclear apocalypse happened. The people of the Ark and the Grounders survived with two forms. Some ones went to the space and others went to a bunker that they found. All the Earth was destroyed. The only remaining life was in a little valley called the Valley of Death. But now there was a new war of who is going to control the valley. For the time the first apocalypse happened, humanity had sent explorers to other planets. The Ark and the Grounders people didn't know that. There were people that when they were trying to build a new society in the valley, the explorers of the new worlds returned to the Earth. But those peoples were criminals and murderers that were sent to the space for mining materials. A new war between those people and the grounders and the Ark people started in the valley. At the end, this war ended killing all the remaining life on Earth. Bart Clark and the survival of this war used the mining spaceship to went to the space to search a new world to live.